It doesn't matter where your drink is.
What are you doing? Why'd you start it?
You mean why did I start it?
You just started live.
Yeah, I did. Hi, what's up?
Well, you haven't.
What do you mean?
You're not. You have to introduce the podcast.
I know, but I always have to turn it on first.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
Okay.
And we're going in 3, 2, 1.
Why are you being this way?
What do you mean, why am I being this way?
You're just being very slow and you're looking directly at me.
Yeah, because I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I know.
Not them. I don't care about them. Hi, everyone. By the way, welcome to the Skulls and Knives podcast. I'm here with Hannah. Make sure you check out Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If I'm looking at you, probably watching this on YouTube. Podcast app. Make sure you go to anchor.fm/Skulls and Knives and give us some support money. I'm almost where I can get more microphones and maybe a new camera.
Yes.
So I need some more of your support if you want this to be better quality.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Anyways, how are you?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little nervous.
Why are you nervous?
Because
why?
I'm always behind the camera.
I know.
So yeah, that's why.
But why is it nerve-wracking? No.
I don't know.
Being in
because
front of people?
You aren't prepared ever, and I need more structure in my life.
I don't like to be prepared. I like to go with
Which
the flow. This is
really
way more
funny
fun.
because you have to be prepared in every aspect of life other than this one, and I'm the one who usually goes with the flow and everything.
That's true. Yeah, yes, usually everything has to be planned out.
Yeah.
Like if someone offered me a random vacation to start
You wouldn't
tomorrow,
do it.
I'd say no.
I would say 100%.
I'd be like, nope, can't go. There is no plans for that.
No, you would say yes because we would figure it out and then we would do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it would only be one day. It would be so stressful to figure out.
Yeah, theoretically, hopefully, it would be more than the next day.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I need plans. I can't have
Yeah.
I'm getting better, but
You are.
completely random.
Especially
out of the blue
since
stuff.
my sister is the most spontaneous person.
I know, she'll text me and be like, "Do you want to go camping
tonight?
for the weekend tonight?"
Yeah.
I'm like,
Love you, Hunter.
No.
I always
But
do,
then I
but
say
Caleb never
yes.
wants to.
Well, not on that short notice. I like to have at least a week.
She knows.
I know.
Yeah.
I know she knows.
Anyways.
Speaking of vacations, where's your dream vacation place? Where your dream vacation? Where would you go?
Probably Ireland.
Ireland?
Yeah.
Where?
Anywhere in Ireland.
Anywhere?
All over Ireland. I would want to go everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
in Ireland. I don't know. I just think it's a really beautiful, serene place. Just calm, but also drunk. Yeah, everybody there is drunk.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's pretty.
I keep telling you we should go to Scotland.
I would totally be down to go to Scotland, too.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Because
also.
You actually have heritage there. I have heritage.
I'm also Irish, thank you.
Yeah, but you don't know anything about your Irish
Nothing
side.
at all. I barely know anything about my Scottish side.
You know that you're probably related to Mary Queen of Scots.
Yeah, thanks, Uncle Charlie.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
It's a Facebook notification. You don't need to worry about it.
I just didn't want. I'm normally the one that's on my phone promoting this, okay?
I know.
So.
See,
Yeah.
I would love to go to Scotland and see everything, but I think if I had if you could do one vacation ever, I'd definitely go someplace way more
Tropical?
exotic and
Yeah.
tropical.
I would love to go to Greece. 100% Greece.
You want to go to Greece?
Yeah, I want to go there so bad.
Why?
It's beautiful. Why not?
It is.
In the white buildings that are just so gorgeous and the blue water. I would love to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see all that ancient artifacts. It would be really
Yeah.
like Colosseum and all that other shit.
Yeah,
I think some of
it's
that's
very-
in Rome, but
Yeah.
all
I
that
definitely think most
Athens.
of it.
There we go. Seeing Athens.
Yeah,
would be
Athens
cool.
would be cool. Yes.
I also think seeing like Jerusalem could be cool too.
That would be cool, but also at this moment in time, scary.
Yeah, I mean a little bit. I would be a little nervous, but I don't know. I feel like it'd be worth it. Like if it was just us,
Yeah.
that'd be fun.
I don't know.
I'd love to see like the
I don't know
Wailing
if
Wall.
I'd be willing to like spend money on like doing something like that when they treat people so bad.
When they treat people so bad. I'm just
Yeah.
curious because that's actually a hot button debate whether or not.
Well, I
Israel
mean, like I
treats people
understand that it's like the country that like it's rightfully theirs. I get that. Like I completely understand where they're coming
yeah.
from, but I do think that you should be nice to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and not treat people like they're scum of the earth because they're a different religion than you.
Yeah.
Pretty much, that's what they're doing.
Yeah. In the government for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I'm saying.
Palestinians.
I'm not talking about the people that live there, because obviously the people that live there can have their own views on whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like we do. But would you really want to support like the government of that country to go there and like, and because that's what you would be doing. You'd be giving them your money by especially tourist attractions like historical sites and stuff.
Yeah.
Which like, of course, I would love to see it, but it kind of puts you off. Like that wouldn't be my first choice,
Yeah, totally. I mean, yeah, definitely. What the encroaching on Palestine is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it makes me upset.
Well, yeah,
not that the Palestinians have never done anything.
We've
to
all
Israel,
done things wrong, though. Like that's the thing is like. That's what I'm saying. Just be nice to each other.
Yeah, totally.
Like that's the
like
simplest way to say it is just, the golden rule. We all had it.
Mm-hmm.
Treat others the way you want to be treated, right?
Yeah.
So why do we like preach that and we don't practice it? Nobody does.
Yeah, I mean that's a very Western concept.
I know that, but I'm talking in general, like just life. Like, why wouldn't you want to be kind and have people be kind to you?
Yeah, exactly.
I just don't understand why anybody wouldn't be.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think everyone should be nice to each other. And just,
well, I mean, I know it's simple, but it's true though.
Yeah.
Like that is the basic. It's the base of everything. Because the thing is that the only way to like get more in depth at that is you would specify what, like, you need to love other people or you need to blah blah blah. You're just replacing that word with like a more sophisticated or direct to you word.
Yeah.
So why not just be kind? That's the same thing as just being all those other things grouped into kind.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I had something in my head and it slipped out. Just ran away.
Super common.
I know, right? It really is common.
For you.
Yeah, so that's kind of why like
we were talking about travel. That's what we got onto this.
Yeah, but my tangent was on the being kind thing.
Not that they've never done anything wrong. That's what you were saying. Not that the Palestinian.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not trying to pretend like this is all one side.
No, yeah, definitely not.
But it's the way the Israeli government works is kind of ridiculous, especially with
I mean,
Palestine.
I don't know. I just think that again, people should just be nice.
Yeah. Well, I'll save that for someone who's read up on it. My whole diatribe on it, just because.
Yeah, I don't
want to make a one-sided conversation.
No, and it would be.
Yeah, I want to be fair to you. So I don't want this to be me talking at you the whole time.
So appreciative.
What's another place you'd want to go?
Like to vacation?
Yeah.
Anywhere tropical? I would totally go to like Sandals beach resort. I would love to go to one of those, like, you know, all inclusive, like the alcohol's included, the everything's at the resort for you, like no kids are allowed. I would love one of those.
See, I like those vacations.
Yeah, because then you don't have to worry, and you get all the alcohol you want. And you don't have to spend like $100 a day or whatever, however much people spend on alcohol, because we don't drink.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't know, in an ideal vacation setting, I would love to, like, you know, go on a cruise where, like, I could just relax, you know.
Yeah, I don't like cruise. I don't like the idea of a cruise.
Doesn't surprise me, because you don't like anything that I like.
It's not that. It's not that I wouldn't enjoy a cruise, okay? I'm not saying I would not. I would totally enjoy myself on a cruise.
Yeah, you would.
And if someone else paid for the cruise, or if we won
Cruises are so cheap, Caleb.
Okay, but listen.
Cruises, we'd be able to go on a cruise before we went on any other vacation.
Okay, but listen. I would not want to spend money on a cruise, though.
Why?
Because it's not as fun to me. I'd much rather spend that money.
Why, there's like day excursions.
Yeah, for a day. I'd rather spend like a week somewhere cool. And like,
but you're not just going to one day for one thing. You're learn about the culture and stay at an Airbnb, not an Airbnb. Somebody clearly has had too much wine, and it's not me.
Well, I also had an edible, but
I didn't.
So this is all downhill.
Great, thanks. I'm so glad to be the sober one. I would have much rather been high or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah, but I'd rather see like a place and like check it out for a while.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'd love to go everywhere and do that, you know. But at the same time, like, if I'm thinking, you know, budget-wise, you know, we don't have the money to just go to Puerto Rico tomorrow and spend a week in Puerto Rico, you know?
Yeah.
And it would probably be cheaper and more easily accessible to go on, like, a cruise or not the sandals things. Those things are so expensive.
Yes.
They're like $15,000.
Yeah.
But I'd love to do it one day.
So on one of the app things that we have, so we have this app, one of these apps where we're like we ask questions to each other.
It's like a couples game app.
Yeah, and you just like try and get to know each other a little better. There's things maybe you wouldn't come up with on your own, and then you guess what the other person says.
Right.
One of them was about camping. And I put that you would only camp with if it wasn't in a tent, is what you said, which is stupid. But you hate camping in tents.
I would prefer not to camp in a tent.
Yeah.
Because we have kids. That's why. Like, just because we have a lot of us, and like, why would you want to camp in a tent if you can get a yurt for $50 a night?
Yeah.
When you don't already have a tent to begin with, like.
But I'm thinking like when I think of like a camping trip. In that sense.
What's any different from a yurt than a tent?
Well, no, listen. I'm not thinking of going to a campsite.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking of like going camping.
Yeah, and we can go camping with an air mattress. Rocks are hard. They jab into your back. Why? If you have something that you can purchase with real hard-earned money, like an air mattress, to put in a tent, why the fuck would you not?
Because it's too heavy.
Too heavy?
To carry out there.
You're not carrying shit anywhere. You have a vehicle.
You have to carry pans. Your vehicle can only go so far.
Oh, how far are you thinking of going, honey? When was the last time you went camping far? Before you met me.
Before I met you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was before I met you.
Yeah. Why do we have to camp far? We have children.
Yeah, but it would be fun to get them outdoors and hiking around.
We can get them outdoors and then go hiking from our tent. We don't have to go hiking to put our tent up.
It's not hard. I just think it would be fun to try one time.
Yeah, we can try it. But we're bringing an air mattress and you're carrying it.
Fine, then. If I'm carrying the air mattress, then you can carry the pan.
Which pan? The
cast iron one.
Fine.
Fine?
Yeah.
All right, and all the food. Because I got to carry the tent and all the kids' stuff and the clothes.
Then we're just going to camp right outside of our car. And then we'll
you're
hike.
Not going to walk up the...
Why would we walk?
Because you want to go find a cute, serene place to hike or camp at that's all your own. You have to start a fire from scratch. Yeah. And by scratch, I mean lighter fluid.
Exactly. I was going to say, when? To 3 days from now? Because it wouldn't happen tonight. No way.
No.
Mm-mm. You wouldn't. Maybe if I tried.
I don't think you can start a fire from nothing.
I know you can start a fire from anything.
From anything?
Anything.
Well, I did used to have
Trust me, we had fireplaces in the past.
Which is so funny because I do all the things
you
the book says,
yeah,
and it doesn't work.
You suck at it. I don't understand why. You're so incredibly bad at it, but you are. So yeah, I would not. You might not be able to start a fire with anything.
Well, then we'll bring Elon Musk's blowtorch.
All right,
that's what they officially call it. Or it's actually a flamethrower, but they can't call it a flamethrower legally because then they can't sell it for some reason, but it's a flamethrower.
For some reason? Probably because it's illegal to have a flamethrower, because why would you need a flamethrower?
To throw flame.
To what?
To, I don't know, the corporate establishment.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's just go get arrested.
No, but
fuck
throw
you, corporate America.
Fun.
Sir, you're under arrest. That's exactly what happened.
No, it wouldn't be, sir, you're under arrest. It would be,
I'm on fire.
There would be no arresting going on.
Caleb.
There would be lots of fire, though.
That's so terrible. Why would you want to do that to somebody?
I don't actually want to do that to anyone.
I know it's a joke.
Well, unless they're Nazi, then I'm okay with it. But.
I get, yeah, true.
Yeah. There was actually an interesting thing today I was listening to on Joe Rogan. I know, go figure. I was listening to Joe Rogan. But he was saying that, oh man, it was about, I lost my train of thought. What were we just talking about?
Flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers.
And fuck corporate America.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, one of the things that he mentioned was, liberals who aren't a part of Antifa, supporting them from the sidelines in some way, and being and he was saying that's stupid.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think it's stupid?
Why do you not think it's stupid?
Because.
Why do I think it's stupid that liberals would support Antifa?
Antifa?
Yeah. Whatever they are.
Yeah.
I don't care enough about them to know their name properly. Which is why I don't think they should be funded by any type of
No. Not necessarily funding. Because they're a communist anarchist organization.
Yeah, but they're destructive, and they're doing things specifically to rile people to make they're just not good.
Why?
Why? Why are they good?
I don't think they're necessarily good or bad.
I just don't see why liberals would support them in any way.
Well, because they...
Unless you were Antifa.
Joe...
I mean,
Joe brought up the fact that they're they're going to push out the right wing of America or whatever. And it's so as an organization, Antifa, from what I've seen, okay, now keep in mind, it's an anarcho-communist socialist organization. So there is no official structure of what Antifa is, okay? Yeah. Which means that you're going to have a lot of very destructive anarchists show up.
Yeah.
And those people destroying businesses and such like that is stuff I don't 100%, support.
Yeah.
However, what I do support is them showing up to right-wing rallies and protesting. And
as long as it's peaceful.
As long as it's peaceful. But then...
Because that's their right.
Yes. However, where I do think it's totally okay where the violence and destruction happens is when there are clear neo-Nazis and guys from the KKK.
Well,
for instance, like this last, it was a Proud Boys KKK rally going to happen in downtown Portland.
Yeah.
And Antifa vowed to show up in violence and force, and they did, and guess who didn't show up and had to cancel because they were too afraid to show up and set toes.
Yeah, I know, Caleb, but that's a whole nother level. Like, I get it. They're both going to get destructive, but that doesn't mean they have to, like, put it on innocent businesses that are around them or cars or people that are around them. Like, destroying property is completely not okay in any situation.
Well, and I'd say too that, like, if it's like a mom and pop, so I have like level. She took off the glasses, folks. She's mad at me.
Caleb, you can't just say that like only the mom and pop stores are protected, or like that you feel bad for them, because like the thing is that you have to think of like not just the mom and pop stores. I mean, first of all, Portland, a lot of those stores are not chain, like barely any of them. Mm-hmm. Unless you go into like the malls or stuff. But like, you know, lining the streets, it's a lot of home businesses. On top of that, what else is in Portland? Residential areas. Mm-hmm. And not only that, but like, regardless of if it's a chain store, like that still loses people's jobs, like potentially, depending on how bad things can be. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just not good overall. Violence isn't an answer. Like, I mean, trust me, when has it ever given any of us good things?
Well, Revolutionary War was one.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Nobody, like, that was perfect?
No, I didn't say it was perfect.
Well, then it's not good.
Well, then, just because so you'd rather be under violent British rule?
No, I'm saying violence that is uncategorized, mm-hmm. like that is complete just chaos for no reason, like mm-hmm. because you want to be like an Antifa or a neo-Nazi. That's where it's stupid, like, because it's all hate. It's all just demolition out of hate for like, why?
So I think my biggest problem is with the rhetoric around Antifa is purposely categorizing the whole organization as what the far end anarcho dudes are doing.
Yeah, I know that not every single person is bad, like, you know, or destructive. I don't care if you're, you know me, I mm-hmm. don't really care like what people's views are and stuff, as long as they're not like, again, mm-hmm. they don't do things in malice towards other people that they don't agree with them. Yeah. Like, I really could give two fucks about anybody's religion, their political status, as long as they don't, you know, spew hate speech and like be mean, just be fucking mean to everybody. Like, that's when I get an issue. I don't really give a fuck who you are, like what you think is right or wrong, or as long as you are just kind to other people that may not see the same as you, because mm-hmm. that's where a lot of the issues occur in our world, is like, if everybody just accepted the fact that everybody was different and that we all think different things and feel different things and like different things, then things would get a lot fucking better. Like, a lot, if we just accepted the fact that we are all different.
Yeah.
And that we all, like, who gives a fuck if that person likes a man, or that person wants to go never be with anybody again, or this person wants to worship whoever. Mm-hmm. It doesn't really matter. Like, just don't, like, why get violent over it? I just don't see why you would need, in any way, shape, or form, why anybody would need to get violent. I understand, obviously, that's not the case, and people do get violent, and then other people get violent to, like, try to combat that, but really it's just destroying more things and causing more chaos.
No, and I see that, but there's I bring this up a lot when I talk to other people about this exact topic, is
a topic that I didn't want to talk about in the first place.
I know. We'll get off of it.
Are we ever gonna get off of it?
I just wanted to say one thing, and this is why, like, a lot of the things that I support that we can get into a lot on the next podcast with my dad about socialism and stuff, and why I considered myself a communist for a while, is the intolerance of intolerance. So in order to have a peaceful society, according to forget the name of what it's called, the paradigm of intolerance or whatever it is, but anyways, the idea behind it is in order to maintain a peaceful, tolerant society of everyone loving each other, etc., you have to be intolerant to the point of violence to the intolerant. You have to be intolerant of intolerance. So, for instance, that's why I'm like,
but I guess in a perfect
if there's a
world,
dude with a fucking Nazi swastika on his thing, or a fucking pointy white,
yeah, but you can't just go beat him up. Like,
why not?
Why not, Caleb? Because technically, it is completely legal for that person to walk around with whatever hate propaganda they want to wear on their head.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about legality. I'm talking about from a personal standpoint.
I understand, like, they fucking blow. Like, I get it. But again, I'm not a violent person. I couldn't.
No, and that's fine. And it's one thing for you.
I mean, will I feel bad for Mr. Neo-Nazi over here that got the shit beat out of him? Not really. But I'm not going to go around being like, oh, that guy's a Nazi. You got to beat him up. Like, because in the end, I would hope that we could change the Nazis' mind and have them accept everybody, which I know is not going to happen, but people can wish.
Well, and so Joe talked to this guy named Daryl a week ago or 2 weeks ago or whatever. Anyways, he's a black musician who, like, got a lot of members of the KKK and stuff to and neo-Nazi groups to drop it just from being their friend and stuff. So it's something that even though right now I'm like, yeah, sure, it's something I am, like, still thinking about. And that pod especially is a little fresh on the mind, like, maybe you fight it with love, but I don't know. I'm still in this weird space with it, but I don't necessarily have a problem if
it's okay.
Dude's punching Nazis. But
yeah, I mean, you're a man.
I'll beat up a Nazi. I don't care.
I know you would. I wouldn't. I mean, I would if they were, like, hurting somebody else. Like, that's the thing, is that for me, like, it doesn't constitute an act of violence until it gets violent. And I know that may be, like, to you, like, oh my God, but then we could have stopped it. But, like, that's not how justice works. You know what I mean? You can't just beat people up because of how they think. That's not okay.
Yeah.
Even if their thoughts are not aligned to you or something that's even good.
My thing is when you're talking about this specifically, if you are coming from if you're preaching hate and you're preaching violence and you're saying, hey, I want to eradicate Jews and Muslims and everyone else, and I'm not talking, just so everyone knows, I am not talking about right-leaning people at all. I'm talking very specifically about the very fringe, very, very fringe of neo-Nazis and Klan members and the like.
Like, really bad people. Like, people aren't normal. Like, you don't see them every day.
Yeah, I'm not talking about, someone who supports Trump or is a Republican or whatever.
No,
like,
that's not all. We're talking specifically about people who
and when people like Andy Ngo or some shit like that get, like, a reporter who reports for a right-leaning news network gets punched in the face by fucking Antifa dudes, like, no, I don't support that. That's bullshit. That's dumb.
I know, Caleb, but
so I'm just explaining to the audience that, just so they know.
I don't think anybody would have assumed that we were talking about just anybody.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I just want to be specific that I don't support that action or several of the other.
I want to be specific and say that I do not support any acts of violence. Thank you very much. Even on douchebags that may not like other races. Then fuck you, but fuck you.
But to me, if they're it comes down to if your speech is hyper violent and you're preaching violence and you are praising and hoping for another Holocaust type shit, then that, in my mind, you might as well be trying to commit violence.
Yeah. I don't know, though, because it's not that easy to change people's minds. It's not like you and I would be walking down the street and this person would be spewing this, almost like those, really religious guys that stand on the corner of Pioneer Square.
Yeah. Like
that. And most people, I would say at least 99% of people aren't going to be who already are friends with people of different races, you know what I mean? Not just anybody, but people who already have a good opinion overall of everybody in the world or whatever. This guy's not going to make them go, oh yeah, all my colored friends are fucking stupid, I'm going to be a neo-Nazi. That's not how it works.
Yeah, I know.
It would have to be people who are already, shitty people to come and, gather with them,
Well, and that's just it. I think it may not even be shitty people. I think it may be people that are not very well educated.
I don't care if they're not educated. Honestly, though, Caleb, you'd be surprised because a lot of educated people are racist. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I mean them getting recruited. You're not actually have the logical sense to work through these people's arguments. So yeah, I think that the intelligent people that are advocating these things are tantamount to evil.
Right.
But I don't think that necessarily that those other people are technically evil. I think that their ideologies are. I think they're stupid.
I get it. I mean, they have to be some form of stupid to
maybe gullible is the better word.
Super neo-Nazi racist. You know what I mean?
Maybe hyper gullible is the better word for it.
Yeah.
But
anyways. Either way, I mean, to me, if you're gonna be racist, you are stupid. I don't care. I will say it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna be treating other people like
I'm
that,
not calling Nazis stupid, but I'm saying.
Well, I mean, you kind of made it seem like that.
No, I'm just trying to
call
be
him stupid.
No, I just meant like
a more accurate description.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
I was trying to be more accurate, not because
not watch what you're saying.
Yeah, because they could be a fucking neuroscientist or whatever, or
totally,
or work on rockets. Who knows?
Right.
Super super smart, but they're gullible.
Yeah.
And unlogically intelligent to be able to work through what they're talking about.
Right.
And so
I don't know. I've never heard any type of I have never heard an argument for somebody like that, and I would never care to sit down to hear it. So I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I've definitely listened to them because I like to hear different points of view.
Yeah.
And
that is one I will not entertain ever, though.
It's not that I'm entertaining it. I'm more I
know you don't. I know that you wouldn't entertain it in that sense.
Yeah, I'm watching it to.
But you are more of a political person than me. I'm not. I really loathe politics. Loathe them wholeheartedly. Yeah.
And I think a lot of people do.
It's just
Especially now.
Yeah, it's just a really hard conversation to have because it's frustrating. It makes you upset and it makes people heated because a lot of times things come into play that are close to home. And that's why people don't understand other people's arguments is because they don't really see another point of view. You know what I mean? If you have it all good, then you're not going to really understand why I would be sad that, certain rights would be taken away or whatever.
Yeah.
Or that we couldn't get certain rights because you don't have to experience that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sucks. But that's why I loathe politics. 100%.
It just gets you all riled up and
yeah, I mean
annoyed.
Because the thing is, it's not going to get anyone anywhere. Nobody at this point is willing to budge. Everybody just, everybody's mad at each other. Everybody's so pissed, and it's who the fuck cares? Yes, Trump's our president right now. Am I 100% happy about that? Not necessarily. Is it because of who he is as a person? Not necessarily what he has done in office? Absolutely. But the reason why is because I personally think that when you look at a person to be your president or somebody to be the number one person of your country, I don't necessarily think, I think that their morals have a lot to do with that. And I think the way you treat other people 100% should come into play with that factor. And I think that it's really overlooked, like how shitty of a person he is, like internally. Not, I don't, you know, he could be doing great things for our country right now, and that's great. Whatever, you know, that's cool. But him as a person, I do not like. I will never say he's not my president because I live in America and he is. I will just say, unfortunately, afterwards. Because I don't like him. I just don't like him as a guy. No, it's completely empty. But yeah, so, and I'm sorry to people who think that. But
you don't have to say sorry to anybody.
I say sorry to everybody.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Why do you think people say sorry to everyone all the time?
Why do you think I say sorry to everybody all the time? Well, or why do I think people in general?
I think you and then people in general.
I think that most people that say sorry all the time are women, and I think it's because of how we were raised.
Yeah.
100%. I think that the reason why, no offense to my father, I love you, Dad. I just think that when you're like a young girl and you don't please everybody, you know, you just automatically, I'm a people pleaser. Not everybody says sorry, right? I think it's the people like me who want to make everybody happy and, you know, choose to put that above their own personal happiness, which I'm working on. But in that aspect, like what were we saying? I completely.
Why you say sorry?
Oh, because, yes, that's why. So.
Why, everyone? Anyways.
So, I think that it's just because, like, you know, when you can't please everybody, I think that, like, you constantly feel like every single thing that you do is not enough, and every single thing that goes wrong could potentially be your fault or perceived to be your fault. And so you just want to cover your bases and make sure that, like, people know that, like, you're good, you know? That's why I say sorry, is because it's instinctually, it's more of a habit as well, but I think that habit formed under those underlying circumstances. Like, I think that it's just because, like, pleasing everybody and, like, being taught, you know, you gotta make people happy, you know?
Do you think that's just because you're a woman that it was taught on you that way? When
was the last time you saw a man that consistently apologized for everything?
I don't remember.
Very, very little. Yeah, that's exactly why I think that it's, I mean, it can happen, obviously.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about in general.
But I do think it pertains more to women. I think that women are put in a role that, you know, even nowadays, some people do try to, you know, put us in a box and, like, make you housewife maid, you know, responsible for everything, pleasing of her husband, and fuck that. Like, I am not that kind of person, and I know that, like, it's funny because I do apologize for everything I do, but I do try to be the best, like, woman in me, you know, and I try to, like, raise our daughter that way, you know, like, I want her to know that she's allowed to, I don't want her to grow up and say sorry, you know what I mean? And she's started a little bit, and I shut it down real quick, which is why she doesn't do it anymore. But I just think that we're stronger than that, and I think that it's stupid that I say it, but it is kind of a habit at this point. And I do work on it, and sometimes I say, oh, I'm not sorry. Like, you know, I'll say it to you, or, like, Autumn, because, you know, we know Autumn thinks that it's fucking terrible that I say sorry all the time. So, but yeah, I do think it is mainly women who do over apologize, but I don't think that's necessarily men's fault. I think it was just the time and place that we were in to get to where we are. You know, I mean, shit happened in the past, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of stuff happened in the past, and maybe it's just a step to get to the future.
Yeah. So, where'd you grow up?
St. Helens.
How was that?
Super great. Super duper great.
What? All right, let's start with the good. What's
Yeah.
the best memory you have being in that town?
That's hard. The best memory I have being in that town. I don't know, lots of memories from when I was like younger, like naive memories. Like, cause when you're younger, obviously everything's great. Like, I used to walk to school. Cause it's a small town.
Yeah.
And so.
Where at? Where is St. Helens?
Where is St. Helens? Oregon. Yeah, St. Helens, Oregon.
Where? In Oregon?
On the Columbia River. Like 45 minutes from downtown.
Cool.
Like west, I think.
Yes.
In between, I would say the best way to describe St. Helens, is in between Portland and Astoria. Like on your way to Astoria from Portland, which is
Astoria is on the coast.
Almost. It's like right inside of the coast. It's like where the river meets, the brackish water, where the river meets the sea. It's like Astoria's right in there, like on the bay.
Okay. Anyways.
They are, I feel like we're right in between. So if people know how to get to Astoria, they're going to have gone through St. Helens because it's the only freeway,
Yeah.
Unless you take the long way, which would be stupid. But yeah, anyway, so it's just a small town. Like, I mean, it's not super small. It's like 10,000 people, I would say. Maybe like 7,000. But it's just like riddled with drugs now a lot. Like I see a lot of, friends succumb to that. Succumb?
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean,
like what kind of drugs?
Like crack, heroin, meth, like drugs.
Yeah.
Not like weed.
No, I know, not
like,
weed. I meant like I was just mainly asking if you knew if it was like mainly heroin or like meth, because like with the opioid crisis and everything going on.
I don't know,
right now.
mainly. I would assume that it's probably mostly meth.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I know that a lot of people were doing meth when I was there. But, I mean, not everybody does it, obviously. It's still a nice town.
Yeah.
Like, I would love to live in St. Helens to raise young kids. But,
yeah.
Not our kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I got out of there right after I turned 18, and like I've not looked back since. I've gone there a few times, obviously, because autumn, but I would never. I don't know. I just feel like it's too small. I feel like you can't rate. You can't. I don't want to raise my kids in a town where like the only form of entertainment is like a bowling alley. You know what I mean? And an arcade, but that just went in, and like who knows how well that's gonna do, you know what I mean? You don't know. And so to me it's just like it was too small, and I wanted to get out really fast.
Yeah.
But I did. And I mean, like, it's the same.
Yeah.
But bigger, you know?
Yeah.
But it was fun. I met a lot of really good friends there. Like, I have some good friends now that I still talk to, but most of the people that I knew from there, like, I never think of again, you know?
Yeah.
It's been like 7 years since I've lived there.
Yeah. Oh, my back. Sorry.
You okay?
Yeah. My back hurts for some reason. Like, really bad today.
Cool.
Anyways. So you described the meth. So what was the best thing? That was the best thing about it?
No.
Because I asked you what the best thing was and you went about it.
No, I said...
I'm teasing.
Okay.
I'm teasing.
Don't even.
So what was the best thing about it?
I would just say, like, being a younger kid. Like, just being carefree. Like, could have really been anywhere. It didn't have to be St. Helens. But, you know, like, going and walking to the, you know, West Street and up to the ballpark and, like, that kind of stuff back when I was, like, 12 and younger. Like, those were some good days.
What's West Street? West
Street is like, Zetterberg's and West Street are the two markets that are across the street from each other, right up the street from where I lived. And one, like, they're literally two mini marts that are right across the street, literally across
like
a 2-lane. Yeah. but like in and out, like where I worked.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so like a smaller convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
But like literally 2 lanes of traffic,
Mm-hmm.
West Street, Zatterberg's.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me why, because they were like the same store. They might have been owned by the same people, who knows? But, and then the ballpark was right across the street. So, and it was like quarter of a mile from my house. So I just walked uptown.
Nice.
Yeah, and those were the good days. Like going up there, getting, suckers for 25 cents or like Jolly Ranchers.
How old are you when you were doing this?
Probably, I don't know how young I was when I first walked up there with Hunter, but like we moved out of that apartment complex when I was like 14 or 13, like 8th grade. And that's when it stopped because we moved on the other complete opposite side of town. Like we were like we were a mile out.
Mm-hmm.
And that was probably the worst. Like, just being so far out. Well, once Dad, got sick and we were alone, like, that was really hard because we were so far out.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, we couldn't do it. Like, we couldn't move.
Yeah.
And we worked and stuff. But it was fun. We made it.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So would you let our kids out that young, as young as you were, to, like, go down to the corner store and get some stuff and, like, ride the skateboards back?
Yeah.
10?
No.
Why?
Maybe if Ollie was 10.
Okay, that's fair.
And Everly was 12.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the 10-year-olds have, maybe. The thing is I can never say now yes or no because I have a feeling that Everly is going to be the most mature little girl when she's older. And I feel like maybe there is a possibility that at 10 she could have the responsibility in her brain to do that. My concern would be other people. Like that she would get kidnapped. Because like let's be real, it's Everly. Someone's going to try to kidnap her.
Well, I'm teaching her how to fight. She won't have to worry too
Oh,
much
yeah,
about
she's
that.
getting one of those like watches. They'll be like, Mom. Yeah. As soon the minute that we let her out, like that is what's gonna happen.
And that's fine.
Because that the only way that I would even consider is if she had something to call us or like I would never not nowadays. I would never let my kids walk up to the store with no phone.
Why nowadays?
Why nowadays?
Yeah.
Sex. Because 10-year-olds are having sex, Caleb, and I will not let my 10-year-old have sex.
I'm not talking about letting her go. Like,
it
do
doesn't
matter
she wants. Because
I'm
that's
saying,
the thing is when they leave and they don't have a way to contact you and you have no way to track them, then they can do whatever they want.
I'm not saying not tracking them. I'm just saying, like, if it was, hey, be back here in 10 minutes with your little brother, otherwise you're screwed.
Maybe. It depends on where we lived. Here, no way in hell. No way in hell would I let her walk. Maybe up to that store. At 12. Not 10.
Okay.
Not here.
I guess I'm just more lax about it. But
yeah, because you want them to die.
No, I don't want them to die. I want them to experience having fun.
They will have fun.
Well,
when they're 12.
Well, I think so. My dad had this thing when we were growing up where it was like my mom and dad, but it like I give you a box, okay? If you stay in that box and I trust you in that box, then the box can expand.
Yeah.
And we can keep moving forward. And so Ryan just shoved it in there right now, and you're like, all right.
No, that's
deuces.
Yeah. We do have a box.
Slap a ship to Africa sticker on there.
Oh my gosh.
Put like 8 stamps. That should
she wouldn't live to Africa.
I know, I'm joking. But anyway, so it was like, and I think like that's a good way to go. I mean, we have several years to talk about
that's totally fine, Caleb. So, but I'm not worried about Everly. I'm worried about somebody driving past and snatching our children up out of the street, and we'll never see them again.
Statistically, that's not going to happen.
But it does happen.
It does happen, but not at a higher rate than it did back when you were doing it. Actually, at a lower rate, if you actually look at
regardless, it still happens.
So you're not going to let them out because it happens.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see how mature
Two-
Everly is.
Yes, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I would just like to point out that 2 people have been shot at that park across the street in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So it happens. Why do you let me and the kids go over there?
Because you're with them.
Yeah, but I could get shot.
Yeah, but you have brains. They like give you common sense to say no, walk away, run away, do something else. Like,
and you would train them to do that stuff.
Caleb.
And I'm not saying
regardless
like,
of how often or much you train your 10-year-old, they're still going to want the candy from the big white man.
I don't think that happens.
Sometimes.
I'm sure it happens.
You don't think
sometimes.
it happens anymore? Have you? People go missing all the time.
I know.
And I'm not talking about people who want to come and like snatch my kid and keep them forever and like torture them. I'm talking about sex trafficking, okay? Because that is getting more real. So even though you say that these sex offender people, like, sex trafficking.
Yeah, sex trafficking is a problem. But my only point is that statistically, it's damn near not going to happen. Almost 100%. Not saying don't be cautious. But also...
Well, yeah. I mean, I'll probably let them out.
It's just now when you think about it.
Now,
like,
yeah, they're too young to like. If I'm sure Everly will be responsible, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure she will. She's such a big girl.
Well, if we just keep Oliver near some knives, he can have some fun with them. So he keeps getting in the knife drawer and like
stupid
comes out with a huge chef knife, waving in the air, smiling
like yeah.
And you're like, dude.
You're gonna die.
Put that back. Kids.
Yeah. Such crazy kids.
Oh, there's something in the bottom of the drink.
You just realized that?
What's in there?
I think it's like a foil.
A foil? How did you know it was in there?
Because I took a drink of it.
Oh.
Did you not see me?
No. Oh, it's a foil from the wine bottle.
Oh.
So I'm really don't care.
Yeah, you're still gonna drink it. But yeah.
All right, let's do this quiz.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Am I gonna win? What do I win if I win?
So this is a BuzzFeed quiz. I don't know. You can have one of those incense over there. What's that face for?
I'm forfeiting.
You're forfeiting? No. I don't know. I'll make you a snack after this if you win.
Okay.
Okay.
A snack.
All right. We can guess your age based on how many of these cooking mistakes you've made.
They're not going to be able to guess my age.
All right.
No way.
All right. Check off every cooking mistake you've made.
Okay.
Burn toast regularly.
Not regularly. Maybe once or twice.
Let a pot of boiling water overflow to the top. Overflow off the stovetop, like spilling over. Water's boiled.
I mean, like, what if you're
Has
cooking pasta and...
Has it happened?
Sometimes.
Okay. Accidentally served raw chicken. I think there's actually... Is there a story behind this? You and the chicken? With your dad?
That's not raw chicken.
It's not raw. Was it overcooked?
No,
it was super
covered
salty.
in garlic salt. Like this thick, people. Whole inches.
She got a whole inch.
Of garlic salt. Yeah.
Fuck.
And then even when you took it off, because the cap came off. So I was shaking it.
And then you just cooked
on
it
the
anyways?
pan. Yeah. My grandma was there. Blame her. She was the adult in this situation. Anyways, okay.
All right. So have you ever served anyone raw chicken?
I don't think I have. Okay. I'm too crazy about raw chicken to serve raw chicken.
Have you kneaded frozen meat and forgot to thaw it out?
100% every time.
Have you burned a patch of cookies?
A batch or a patch of cookies?
A batch. I said patch.
You did say
as in
patch.
Like Cabbage Patch dolls.
Have I burned?
Like
yeah, I have. 100%.
Grow in gardens.
I don't often do it, but it happens.
Tried to make cookies, but they spread out and formed one giant cookie.
I've never had it be one giant cookie.
Okay. Used salt instead of sugar by accident.
No.
use sugar instead of salt on accident.
I keep them in labeled containers,
I
aka the original containers.
I will say that in the stressful days of Doug Fir, I did do that one time. When I was a line cook there, and I had to redo it. I realized I did it as I poured the salt.
I think I remember that, yeah.
I like poured, I poured the sugar into some, like a brine that needed salt. And I was like,
oh no.
And I had to throw like all of it away. Anyways, slice the steak or roast without letting it rest.
Every time.
Every time. Put meat or rubber in the What? Metal or rubber in the microwave?
Is it ever once?
Ever.
Yeah.
What you put? What did you put metal in?
It wasn't metal. It was a quesarito that has the foil inside,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot about the foil inside because like somebody gave it to me. It was like Hunter gave me a quesarito, mm-hmm. and I like put it in the microwave and just turned it on for like a minute, mm-hmm. and it did not do anything except for like towards the end it went like, and I was like, oh shit! Oh no! It was like right at the beginning, it like sparked, and I was like, oh shit! There's metal in there. Took it out. Took it off.
I did it once when I was living with my parents.
Oh no!
As it was a honey packet.
You know what I did?
And it had that pull off top. And it was metal, and all of a sudden I turn it on to just warm up the honey for like 2 seconds, and all of a sudden I look in, and the whole thing's like sparkling. And like,
You know what I did though with my dad once? So Dad eats a lot of cup noodles. Mm-hmm. I used to make him cup. Like we're gonna do it too when Everly's like 17. Mm-hmm. We're gonna be like, go make me, some fries. So I'd go make him a cup of noodles, and one time I've always made him cup of noodles, but one time I didn't put water in the cup of noodles, and the entire foam like disintegrated on the bottom and broke. Yeah, it's crazy when you put one because it'll how cup of noodles. You know that mm-hmm. like the middle section is where the noodles are, and then the bottom is all like free. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't have anything until like thaws out, whatever, warms up. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I burnt the whole thing because I forgot to put water in it.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you confused teaspoons with tablespoons in a recipe?
In a recipe, no, because I use specific.
Started to make a recipe, then halfway through realized you're missing a main ingredient. If you say no to this, I'm gonna hit you. I've done this 100 times. I
don't start cooking things until I know that I have all the ingredients. Why would you start making cookies if you didn't have butter?
Because you thought you had butter?
You double check butter.
I should preface this. I do this a lot at home.
Yeah, not at work.
Put a frozen pizza in the oven with the plastic still on it.
Nope.
Nope, you never done that?
No.
Forgot to use an oven mitt. I mean, I've never done it either. Forgot to use an oven mitt and burned yourself.
Forgot to use an oven mitt and burn myself? No.
Well, more like you didn't put an oven mitt on, so you burnt yourself.
If you purposely, because like sometimes I just don't use oven mitts, and I use like a spatula for pizza specifically. Like I'd use a spatula. Have you burned
yourself ever doing that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I've been burned before, so yeah.
Cut yourself with a knife?
Yes.
Everyone has. Shaved off your skin while using a grater.
I have done that. See, I have a scar right here from a steak knife.
Oh, yeah. Right on your finger.
Mm-hmm. You know why? Because I was really dumb and I was carving
a pumpkin. It's fully grown back, but I cut off the tip of this thumb.
Yeah, I remember.
I said that Tupac was a bitch as a joke as I was peeling potatoes.
And then Tupac was like, hey, bitch, you're a bitch.
Literally, the moment it came out of my mouth, I cut the tip of my thumb off.
Karma.
With the peeler.
Yeah.
Anyways, couldn't find a can opener, so tried to open it with random kitchen utensils.
100%. Because you used to lose all our can openers. Or no, they would stop working.
Yeah, because we'd buy them
at the dollar store. Cheap ones. We've had this one for a long time.
Yeah, that's because I was
like... It was like $7.
We have money, buy this one.
Yeah.
It's sturdy. Failed to properly open a bottle of wine. Have you ever pushed the cork in or had to dig out a cork with a knife?
I have had to dig out a cork.
Okay. Tried to make a Pinterest-inspired dessert, but it just turned out looking like a hot mess.
No, because I would never, ever try to make a Pinterest dessert.
Well, and the one time you made a dessert like real nice and artsy by yourself, you did really
pretty
good.
Yeah.
Dropped a whole plate of food on yourself.
I'm sure I have.
Yeah, I'm sure I have.
Sometime in my life.
Left expired food in your fridge for way too long.
Yep. Guilty as charged.
I think there's still Olive Garden bag. I don't know if there's anything but
there was salad and
I'll throw that away now that it's on the podcast record.
Yeah.
Tried to cook something while drunk and failed miserably.
No, I don't cook when
How
I'm
about
drunk.
high?
I order Jimmy John's. Again, I don't try to cook when I'm high.
Tried to cook something while stoned.
I could cook.
Oh, wait, that was the next.
Yeah.
Overcooked pasta until it was super mushy.
No.
Found a hair in the food that you made.
Yes. All the time.
Yeah. Dropped a cake or sheet pan while taking it out of the oven.
No. Not that I think of.
All right, we're almost done. And we're over an hour, so.
Sorry, everybody.
Tried to flip a pancake and dropped it on the floor.
No.
I have.
Well, yeah, because you try to flip them like this, and I don't do that. I flip them with a spatula.
Yeah,
so none of them go on the floor.
Yeah, but then all the liquid on the other side gets runny as hell.
Not always.
It dribbles everywhere.
Not always.
Try to flip an omelet and it fall on the floor. I don't think you've ever made an omelet.
I have made an omelet. I just don't like omelets.
Have you ever made a French omelet?
What do you do to make French omelet?
You have to. It's basically like a rolled omelet. So you like do half flips in the pan.
I have.
And it's runny.
Yep.
You have?
I have.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Mm-hmm.
Did you drop it on the floor?
No, because I haven't.
I was like, wow, you must have did it in some cooking class.
No. Forgot
to use all your avocados while they were ripe?
Nope, because I don't buy avocados.
That's a weird question. Put bananas in the freezer to make banana bread, but you've never actually made banana bread.
Nope, because I don't make banana bread, and we just talked about that today.
Yeah. We ate all the bananas before we.
But now we can make banana. Oh, I just bought more.
Yeah, that's like 3 days worth of bananas.
I know, that's not even 3 days.
Not even. That's
2 days. Like 1.5.
Yeah,
because you and Everly and Oliver each eat whole.
They'll each get a half in the morning, and I eat one, and then.
So 2.5 days.
So 2.5 days.
So 2 days.
That last banana, I would give them.
Yeah, you would.
Accidentally dumped a ton of salt or pepper on your food.
Well, yeah, garlic salt.
Yeah. Put something in the microwave that exploded.
Well, yeah, that cup of noodles.
Yeah. Started a small kitchen fire.
I did, like last week.
Yep. All right, show me.
Don't worry, guys. It was just my burner, nothing else.
Wow.
How old am I? 42.
Hannah. They guessed.
How old am I?
Your age.
No way.
21 to 25.
How?
Your cooking skills are distinctly early 20s. You're a master when it comes to grilled cheese and ramen, but you still struggle with elaborate recipes. You're the type of person who always has a dish towel handy to wave at the fire alarm if it goes off.
That used to be very true. But, so were we supposed to answer it
You checked
based on...
more things than 80% of quiz takers.
But are you supposed to do it as, like, in the last year have you done this?
No,
or ever in your life? Then how do they know how old I am? Because technically, somebody who had...
It's the algorithm, dude.
Caleb, your algorithm is bullshit.
They're watching us. They're watching all of us. They're listening through hidden and very unhidden microphones.
Like,
actually, I'm really close to this thing called a microphone, and
but you
they
can't
hear me.
You can't do it with the thing on.
Can't do it with the thing on?
No. You have to go. Hi, my name is Hannah. I love to eat chocolate. That was not me eating chocolate. Do you like ASMR? I love ASMR. Do you want me to chew my food for you? This is how Hannah sounds when she chews. Gollum. Yep, I am Gollum. Reincarnated.
I'm just kidding. Anyways, that was fun. We've hit our time.
Yep.
Fast. You were worried it was going to be like, we're going to have nothing to talk about. Everything's
You're
gonna
right,
be
because half
horrible.
the time you talked about...
Why'd you take his head off? Just rips Naruto's head off. Like
it comes off, people.
I know, but you want to see something
I want to
crazy?
change his other face to his other face.
Don't. I can't find his other faces. Sorry.
Who got it for you? Ty.
Ty.
Yeah. He's not going to kill you.
Here's his face. It came with interchangeable faces, but somewhere
somewhere around here.
I don't think so. I've cleaned this whole house from up to down, heads and tails.
Maybe they're at your parents' house.
Maybe. Check the office, Mom and Dad.
Yeah, also, can you check for Ollie's Christmas onesie? Thanks.
I think that is in there. I think I left that in their washer and dryer by accident.
How dare you?
Like he's gonna need it for next Christmas. He's gonna be too
I just
big.
wanted him to wear it now. Because he's so cute.
There's nothing that says February like Christmas.
It's just plaid buffalo.
I know.
Buffalo plaid.
Buffalo plaid.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right. Bye guys. Like, subscribe, all that good shit. Make sure you check out anchor.fm/skulls and knives.
Subscribe to the pod.
Yep. Subscribe to the pod, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. And yeah, we'll have Fuck You Dad next week, which should be pretty fun because we are going to be debating socialism versus libertarian. I'm going to take the socialist position because I am socialist, and he's going to take he's going to take the libertarian position as he is a libertarian. And yeah, bye.
Bye.
All right. Well, we're going to do this end live video thing, and it's going to be like, hey, do you want to end live video? And I'm going to be like,